Today's the first full day of films showing during Kaitlin, the annual independent film festival held right here in the Port City every year.
That's right. The 20th year, more than 200 movies hitting the screens. Carolina in the Morning's Kaitlin Stansell joins us now with a preview of one made here. Kaitlin, good morning.
Good morning, Bob and Kim. The group is called NC60 and it's made up of a series of short films all featuring local actors and local crew members. But what makes it completely different than anything else being shown at Kaitlin this year is that it's what's gone on behind the scenes to really put it all together. Now, it was created by DUNTON. She's a famous producer here in town with a lot of titles to her name, including some awards from the Sundance Film Festival. And she says really the idea for NC60 came about because of the changing world of casting. A lot of actors say they don't necessarily have a reel to show a casting director.
I told you I was
and so she wanted to help these guys really come up with their own and give them the opportunities that they need to become stars in their own movies. Now, NC60, it's not an acting course per se, but it is a way to teach new actors how to direct themselves, how to break down an audition piece, bring it to life in a way that would make them stand out from the pack. The film's all co-written by the actors themselves. You're watching one of those clips right now, the actor Brian Lasseter in there. And all of these actors came up with the stories themselves. They were close to home or they meant something to them personally, and Brian says that his really focused on his actual daughter in real life and their relationship. Now, while the scenes are all separate and not joined up by an overarching plot, they are all part of a larger kind of human connection, and that's what Erica says really makes this different, is that it's brief windows into people's lives, and they say they found the drama in the everyday. They're really looking at everyday circumstances, everyday conversations that we have here in reality, and she believes that acting is not it's humanizing, not performing. So she's really focusing on that truly complex relationship between human beings and learning to show that complexity and make it feel real. And that's the actor's job, she says, and that's what she has helped them to produce in these short films. Now, it premieres tomorrow night here at Thalian Hall, but we talked to the local actors just about what went on behind the scenes to put together each of their short films.
Of course, I'm a dad, and the storyline kind of came out of the relationship of me and my real-life daughter. Not exactly, it's not telling something that is private between me and my daughter, but it is a storyline that is very real, and I think real for today, and not only for the story that I was in, but every one that I've seen and every one that I saw filmed was a very real story for somebody today, and it has impact and really helps to identify the reality of the world we live in a lot of ways.
Something else really neat about this is they use students from CFCC as well as UNCW to really be the behind-the-scenes crew members working the cameras, the audio, and all of that. So it's really a learning process, the NC60 program, and they say they're all really excited to see it finally premiere on the big screen here at Kaitlin. So we're going to have more coming up in the next half hour, but for now, back to you guys.
20 years now, independent films have made their debuts right here in Wilmington. Carolina in the Morning's Kaitlin Stansell joins us now for details on a new strategy for cultivating the next big stars right here in our area.
It's a culmination of the NC60 project, and it was started by an award-winning producer named Erica DUNTON. I really wanted to get her on camera for this, but she stays more behind the scenes. But she did send me some really good info just about what the concept of her film. Now, it's put together as a series of shorts, so little glimpses into the everyday lives of people here in our area. Now, the actors really went through an intense training process, going through each stage of learning how to break down a script as well as direct themselves. Now, one of the main goals is helping these actors make a reel to show casting directors. And along with the film industry, the way actors are cast has changed as well because of the internet. The live audition, very rare these days. So what that means is, in theory, there are more opportunities for actors to be cast, but they need the tools to do it. So a reel to show these directors what they're like on camera is very important. Now, through NC60, these local actors have learned how to basically audition for a role right from their living room, directing themselves, breaking down an audition piece, and bringing it to life.
That really helps me put on the experience of what I've done. And you can say, oh yeah, I've done NC60. and then they look at the film and they're like, oh, that's really cool. And then I tell them all about Miss Erica and everything that she's done and all like the background, setting up the script. I know how to break down the script, I know how to act it out, and first of all, I know how to like create this script and everything, and I know where to be on time, I know where to be, like which person I'm supposed to be with. I know like where I'm supposed to be like at the right time, and pretty much like everything, all the background and all the cameras of where they're supposed to be.
Now, officials with NC60 say that those skills are what would really differentiate these actors from all the rest in the pack vying for a role in a film.
Carolina, the morning's Kaitlin Stansell has details on a film with a different way of doing things, premiering for the first time right here in the Port City with local actors and crew members. Kaitlin.
Bob and Kim, it's a program called NC60, and it really started as an experiment by award-winning producer Erica DUNTON. She works right here in town, and she said she really wanted to help actors differentiate themselves from the rest of the pack when they're vying for a film role. And in doing so, she's created an entire feature-length film, a series of shorts, each one kind of a glimpse into a person's personal life, and all starring local names and faces. Now, the film will premiere at Cucaloris Friday night. Each one is a short, and it's a glimpse into a person's life, real life situations right there on the big screen. The group has been working for months now, learning every step of the process, even writing the scripts themselves. And officials with NC60 say what really inspired this movement is the changing environment of the casting calls. So they say these days it's very rare that an actor will have a face-to-face meeting with a casting director. So they wanted to give these guys, you see one of the actors there, Brian Lassiter, and officials say they wanted to give these guys the tools they need to really break down a script and bring it to life. And in the process, NC60 also used students from CFCC and UNCW to work the cameras, audio, etc. So all behind the scenes people were local. And again, it all started as an experiment, wanting to see where a program like this could go and develop into. But the actors who were involved say it's really, the success of it is really a true testament to the Wilmington film community.
Are you so insecure that you need to have
just a mega amount of actors, crew, cast members that you can ever be around. They're so knowledgeable. I mean, just on other productions, just talking to the camera people that's from around here, right here in Wilmington, to see what they can do and the experiences that they have from all around the world. It's right here.
Now, each actor kind of worked with Erica to come up with a concept for their starring role in an untitled love story. And what they did is they actually wrote those scripts themselves. And they said that's really one thing that will help differentiate them from other people vying for film roles, is that they really know the process in making a script, breaking it down, and again, bringing it to life on the big screen. And the actors here range in various ages, the youngest being 8 years old and the oldest 93. And again, all local actors, so a really great opportunity for them, and they all say they're really excited to see their film premiere tomorrow night here at Thalian Hall.
Filmmakers from around the world now in the Port City to see their movies up on the big screen.
Yeah, for 20 years now, independent films have been making their debut right here in Wilmington. Carolina in the morning's Kaitlin Stansell joining us live with some more details. Kaitlin.
Good morning. It's really a celebration of the film community, and more than 200 independent films will be shown on the big screen here at Cucaloris, and we're kind of talking about one in particular, and it's a culmination of the NC60 project. So that involves local actors and local crew members, and they did a bunch of short films. It's a series of short films, all a little glimpse of a person's life. And the main leader of this project is award-winning producer Erica DUNTON. I really wanted to get her on camera, but she's more of a behind-the-scenes gal. But she sent me some info about the concept of the film. So again, it's put together as a series of shorts, each with a local actor as the star. And for the last few months, they've been working with Erica to learn everything about the filmmaking process. So one of the main goals is really helping these guys make a reel to show casting directors. Now, along with the film industry, the way actors are cast has changed as well because of the internet. The live audition, very rare these days, so getting face-to-face with a casting director, there's a very slim chance of that for actors. So what that means is, in theory, there are a lot more opportunities because of the internet for many actors, but they need a reel to show these directors what they're like on camera. Now, through NC60, they are They learn how to basically audition for a role straight from their living room, directing themselves, breaking down an audition piece, bringing it to life. And the NC60 program, I talked to officials who say really it's a celebration of the film community, and its success is a true testament to what can be found right here in our own backyard.
It's taken 30 years to grow a film industry. It is an industry. It's not, you know, an art. It's art, but the actual industry and the workers in the industry, which are the crew and the actors, like you've seen, that we've got a phenomenal base of a factory making films. I think what will happen from it is that we will become a town, or a town, Wilmington, as a city of independent films. So we'll go under this incentive money anyway.
Now, that was Joe Dunton. He has had decades worth of experience in the film industry right here in Wilmington. And as you just heard, he believes that really this atmosphere of film in our area and in North Carolina in general is really changing to be geared more towards independent films. And again, that's what Cucalores is all about, these independent films and filmmakers who are really focused on the craft of the product rather than the big money picture. And we're gonna have all those details on our website, WECT.com.